everybody. This is the Devil's Work podcast. I am your host, Skeptik.
No, this is staying in.
That's crazy.
No, this is staying in. That's 100 milligrams of gold right
That's
there,
100
my
milligrams
friend.
of gold.
So tell us more.
Oh man, I am PsydeShow, joined by Skeptik, and today we are
I'm
joined
not
by
so sure anymore.
exactly. We are joined by Roman fucking Candle. I am so happy to have you guys on. Thank you guys so much for being here with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for
Oh
having
yeah,
me.
dude. Thank you.
So we have
And
Alex, Sergio, Jonas, and Piper from Roman the Candle. Thank you guys so much.
yes,
Huge fucking fan, dude.
any band that writes a song inspired by Skinamarink is a instant
Hell
friend
yeah.
of the pod right there. Like,
Dude, when you told me that, Jonas, I was so high in that moment, but my head just
what's
exploded.
changed?
Literally,
What's
dude. Nothing has changed. Dude, I was so floored because that's so funny. We literally we're defenders of that movie on this show. Heavy
we
defenders.
have 6 of maybe 9 Skinamarink fans of the world gathered here today. I saw a meme where it was just like a picture of drywall, and it was like Skinamarink fans be like, "Shush, it's my favorite part."
It's so true, dude.
It's a
But
good part.
it is a good part.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I didn't catch it too by the title of the song, man. Like I couldn't believe that. I was like, that's one of my favorite parts, man. Oh man, but thank you guys, man. Appreciate you guys for being on. We are here today to talk about a cult classic. I say a modern cult classic for sure. As Above, So Below. This one was directed by Erick Dowdle in 2014. That's fucking crazy, bro. I forgot 2014.
Mm-hmm.
Wild.
That's fucking wild. Holy shit. It's like that meme where
Yeah.
the dude just instantly ages.
Dude.
One of
Yeah.
you guys picked this movie, right?
Nick
Uh,
Jonas picked it, right?
yeah, we were talking about like what to do, and we were talking about stuff we like that's like pretty fucked up, and we're like, I don't know if we can get Piper to watch that, but we
Kind of
do all love this. So we're like, dude,
Mm.
Piper loves As Above, So Below. We start talking about it, and they're like, you were saying like you haven't done this one yet, right? Or maybe just
No,
like once or twice.
no.
Nope.
We've been asked to do this one actually a couple of times. It's so funny.
This podcast is pretty much my excuse to watch all the movies that I just never made the time to watch as they were coming out. So
Mm.
that's the case yet again tonight. Just saw it for my first time last night. I put it on at midnight, which is the exact time I should be asleep. And about 10 minutes in, I was like, okay, this is pretty cool. It's all right. Maybe in like 20 minutes, I'll just turn it off. I'll watch them on my lunch tomorrow. And then 30 more minutes passed, and I was like, maybe 20 more minutes. And then I was like, well, there's only a half hour left. It's kind of ramping up. There's no like good place to get off. So,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, it does keep you pretty locked in. What was your guys' first instance with this movie?
My first time seeing it, I was 14 and my mom was watching it and she was just like, "No, this is scary, don't watch it." And then I just got like so locked in. Like I was standing in the doorway of her room, just,
Activated.
like low key watching it. Yeah, hella activated. And it became like my favorite movie after that.
Yeah, trauma does that to us. To a person. Yeah.
That'll happen. Don't look. Well, now I have to.
Literally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Everyone
I don't
else?
remember when I first saw it, but I have seen it like 100 times.
Mhm.
It's a go-to comfort movie for me for sure.
Comfort movie is crazy.
I don't know, man.
Oh man.
We could talk
Yeah.
about the others too that are probably far worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Texas
gonna.
Chainsaw Massacre 2.
There we go. There
Yeah.
it is.
Hell yeah, dude. That shit. Oh god damn, it's a classic, man. Absolutely. What about you guys, Alex, Sergio?
I really,
Go ahead, Squirb.
I don't remember when I saw it the first time either, but I mean, it's kind of the same for me. It's one of those movies I can like just throw on if I don't know what to watch. Um, also, I think the first time I watched it, I don't know, I was on my Dante's Inferno shit again,
Hmm.
and
Oh, that's cool. That is
Yeah.
actually
I
led to
think
this conversation.
someone told me it was like modern day Dante's Inferno, and I was like, I need to watch that immediately.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Say less. Absolutely. Alex,
Yeah, I think I saw it around the time it came out, or a little bit after. I want to say I like randomly got it out of a red box or something at the time,
that's dope.
and yeah, I just remember throwing it on and just getting hooked until the end.
Yeah, it does feel like one of those like random Netflix watches, like one of those ones you just find in like a
Mm.
Yeah,
on one of your sick days in like a fever dream and shit.
Mhm.
Which is cool. Like I was talking about it earlier too. I was like, it is actually a really unique spin on the like found footage genre. You know, it
Yeah.
was like it's a really fun like take on that. So I was like, I really enjoy movies that play with the medium because like so many for me, it's possession films. Like possession films are so like just point A, point B, paint by colors. It's so just like very, very like predictable and like just it's whack. But we've covered movies like Saint Maud and like what we did Fallen with Denzel Washington, like
Hmm.
Good.
Exorcist
Good.
3. Like we've done some like movies that are insane for being possession films because they're like the demon is like not the point of the movie.
Right.
Right.
Like The Exorcist. And it's amazing to me how many people just miss the mark. Like we have The Exorcist, like the my
Hmm.
favorite horror movie. And then after that, everyone's like, let's make our own possession movies. And they totally like leave the emotional aspect out of it. And it's
Hmm.
just almost always like goofy, scary girl with demon voice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it misses the
that's
mark. I'm happy you said Exorcist 3 though,
that.
because not enough people give that movie a chance
Hmm.
Oh, we
because
love
Exorcist
it.
2 was so
Agree.
bad.
Oh
Absolutely.
But that one
yeah,
was so good.
oh
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. Oh, I that's something that I bring up all the time is how funny it is how many like demon, ghost, haunted house, possession movies are just like 45 minutes of the ghost being like, I'm gonna move this chair when she's not looking. This is gonna freak her the fuck out. Like just watch. You know, and it's just so impotent for Baphomet to be doing, you know? It's
Yes.
just like you got better things to do with your time, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And I
So
think that's
obviously that's a nod to paranormal activity. But how
yeah.
do we feel about the ghost dimension when we
I
Mm.
actually get
haven't
to
actually
see
seen, yeah, I
the
haven't
demons?
seen it as much. So I haven't seen that series, but I do give it credit for being really like interestingly written to where it like wraps around and like shit you didn't think was canon becomes canon. I was like, what the fuck?
Mm.
Like I saw like a YouTube breakdown of it one time. I was like, oh, this is actually okay. I give that series a lot more credit than I did initially, but yeah, I
Yeah.
can't say I'm like a huge fan of it.
Yeah, there's an exception to every rule. I mean, I have night terrors, so the way that it was like presented and especially like being in high school when Paranormal Activity came out, it's kind of like you said, I have like a soft spot for it. But just like
Yeah.
the slew of how many we've got over the years, like these little tropes eventually they start to wear thin, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
True.
I think that's what makes this one stand out for me because it kind of did. I thought we were getting something akin to like The Descent when I initially went into this one because I
Hmm.
should mention I didn't see this one until very recently, like within the last like 2 years. So I was very new to this film very recently, and I was like, oh, it's actually a lot better than I thought it was, or I thought it was gonna be, because I thought it was just one of those throwaway, boo, like jump scare,
Mm.
boo, like
Yeah.
that's all I thought it was gonna be. But that's why I was like, I had no interest in it initially, but like it kind of played with those expectations a little bit and like did something very interesting, I feel. But we will save all of that for the ending as well.
Real quick, side note, you wearing a cake eater hat. Is that in reference to the band?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I picked this up when
Awesome.
I saw you guys. Absolutely. Shout out
Oh yeah,
Cake
yeah, that's
Eater.
right. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. Yes, shout out Cake Eater. And shout out Norma Jean. Absolutely.
Yep.
Thank you guys.
Hmm.
Thank
Yep.
you. And thank you. I could tell you now again in person. Thank you so much, Piper, for the shirt.
Sure.
It meant everything. It was on my birthday. It was so sweet. Thank you so. It's one of my
Oh,
favorite
cool.
ones, and I get so many compliments when they're like, "That's hilarious." I'm like, the
It was
band
a
fucked.
gaslighting shirt, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I love
So
that
good.
shirt.
It is
Mm.
so good, man. But yeah, we're gonna get started with we have trigger warnings. I don't know if you guys want to add to this, but I have gore, violence, claustrophobic scenes, and suicide. Anything else you guys can think of off the top of your head?
God, if you've ever like thought of a cave-in being scary, this is you. Yeah.
Mm.
Shit is
Yeah.
terrifying, son. The fucking with Benji, man. Poor Benji.
Yeah.
Like, oh
Poor
Yeah.
man.
Benji.
Dude, yeah, it's so scary. It's so good. But I will say too, that kind of leads me back to the Descent with like how well they shot that movie and how well that like felt claustrophobic. This
Yeah.
one just kind of ramps that even further because it puts you in their literal perspective. So it's like it's terrifying. It's so scary
I
to
Mm.
watch.
I
Did
kind of
anyone see The Descent in theaters?
Oh, I wish I was so young.
Unfortunately, no.
So in theaters, that was the most claustrophobic, like anxiety
Mm.
attack experience for sure.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I love The Descent. Maybe I
Yeah.
yeah.
shouldn't love The Descent, but it was intense.
It's a
Yeah.
great film. It's a great
Yeah.
film.
I had to keep reminding myself while watching this movie, just like, all right, they're on a soundstage, like, you know what I mean? Like, this is all fake shit. Like, don't worry about it. And then I'm looking up stuff about the movie later. They're like, the first film to ever actually be granted clearance to film inside. And I'm like,
Inside the
oh, Jesus
catacombs. Yep.
Christ.
Yep. Yeah. So crazy, dude. I know we have like some trivia that's like super fun. We'll read some as we get to the end, but yeah, but yeah, in terms of trigger warnings, that's pretty much what I have. I don't know if you guys again had any that I might have missed. I think that's
I
kind of
think you
wraps
got
it
him.
all up.
Yeah, it's all about the tension. It's not,
Mm.
you know, people getting pulped or anything like that.
It's the
Like,
as above below so below we had along the way.
exactly.
All right, so let's get started then. The film begins with a woman named Scarlett filming a testimonial about having crossed the Iranian border en route to the Habala region. She says that she's headed to a network of caves that have been greenlit for destruction that same night. She believes that the caves have a hidden piece of their history and explains that if she's found dead, she came there of her own free will. Knowing the punishment for trespassing is burial up to your neck in sand and having a rock wall pushed on top of you. She says that they'll have to catch her first.
That is just so absurd.
Dedication, man. Dedication. It's like it's crazy too. Like the stakes are kind of introduced immediately. It's really fun.
Mm.
I thought I enjoyed that aspect of it because it kind of brings you in like you're getting an Indiana Jones movie, you know.
Yeah, knowing
Yeah.
that you're gonna go to France, you're just kind of like, what? How do we get there
Hmm.
from here?
Yeah.
Mhm.
So she
Right.
meets a man named Reza, who guides her to a hole in his home that leads to the caves. As they're making their way through, we hear a siren begin to sound. They dodge behind a wall to avoid a couple of armed men on their way through the area. They come to a wall with writing inscribed into it. Scarlet begins chiseling away at it, saying they're going to blow it up anyway. She eventually breaks through the wall and they make their way inside.
That is very exactly Indiana Jones School of Archaeology.
Mm.
That's so funny. So they see a statue of a large ceramic bowl with some text carved into it. I guess it was ceramic. It was hard to kind of tell. I don't know if it was like some
Yeah,
sort of like marble.
yeah, some just huge sculpture.
Yeah.
Some like classic sort of pyramids, ancient alien-y, like if this is so ancient, why does it look so good and it's what is it made of, you know?
Exactly. She
Mhm.
says that it's the Rose Key. She quickly gets the footage of the entire statue before they attempt to escape. She like films it really quick. She's like getting all of the symbols and all the writing on it. As they exit the room, they see a man hanging by a noose in the middle of the room. The place explodes and begins collapsing around them.
That scene. So we talked. We were like, she finds a man hanging. two things. Who's recording at this point? Because we see her looking at the man hanging, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. That's very true.
So
Why is it still found footage at that point?
she's wearing either like a mount or on something on her head, because when she's chiseling earlier, she says something along the lines of like, "I can't focus with this thing on," and throws the camera to the side.
Oh, that's
Got it.
right.
Thank
Got
you.
like a hard hat, I think, with a
Yeah.
little camera on the side. Yeah.
Okay. That was one thing where I was like, did we just screw up here? But the man hanging isn't just some guy hanging. That's
Mm.
Yeah, we find
big
out.
spoiler thing. It's her dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Which upon my like second and third rewatch of this, like in the last 2 weeks, anytime someone is confronted with someone from their past, some ghostly something, no one's shocked at all. As the movie goes on, when she sees her dad, she just kind of stands there and looks at him, like just no reaction. And as the movie plays out, whenever that happens, like it's going to happen like 4 or 5 times throughout the movie,
Yeah.
no reaction, which has me feeling like, and the circumstances that pull them into the catacombs in the first place, I don't know, I haven't fully pieced it together yet, but obviously there's a lot of spiritual forces pulling them there.
Yeah, it does seem like that with the Dante's Inferno thing as well.
Yeah.
What I've noticed, and we'll get further into it, but so from her perspective, right at this scene, and then like when we go to later on, even before they enter the catacombs, usually from whoever's point of view we're seeing at the moment, even before they enter, they're seeing visions of the things that are gonna haunt them when they go into the catacombs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little teasers.
Yeah.
Along the way.
You know what? That is kind of actually a funny thing to point out now that I'm realizing. The fact that it's found footage means that like all of these apparitions that appear, like make sure the camera sees them too. Like it's not just in
label out.
Yeah.
any one person's head.
Which is another thing I thought about too, because I actually was watching this at work yesterday, and I know we were talking about it and pointing that out, and they're like, "Well, can she see them, or is that something that's only coming through the camera?" So are they not reacting because they don't see it, but the camera does?
Oh, that's
That's
another good point, because
that's a fair
that's
point.
a big thing in, like, as we mentioned, paranormal type
Yeah.
movies where it's ghost hunting and the like, we don't see them, but the
Yeah.
electronics do.
Yeah, and I think that's really it's interesting how this one's presented too, because it is kind of found footage, but it's also like it's presented as a documentary. Like they're intending to make a documentary on what she's doing here. So that's really
She
cool.
went home and she was like, "Wow, what a fucked up experience."
Yeah.
Well, to the editing bay.
That's kind of what it is. Kind of what it is too. But they barely make it out alive and get back to Rez's room. He comments that she's exactly like her father, just as crazy, stating that everyone who goes hunting for Flamel's stone winds up dead. And that's like our first introduction to, if people who are familiar with the Philosopher's Stone type of story, they'll know, oh, that's what we're doing here.
Yeah.
We get a very cool title card, and then are reintroduced to Scarlet through a different interview being conducted at a dig site by our cameraman named Beji. I just wanted to comment that title card is fucking sick.
Yeah.
The way that shit like
Agreed.
reverses on itself is so good. I was like, I know you've been inspired by this like design in more ways than one. I'm sure of it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So he asks her what they're in search of, and she tells him about the Philosopher's Stone, an alchemic substance that can turn base metals into gold and provide the key to eternal life. She explains to her that her father was the premier historian on alchemy, and Benji asks if there was any legitimacy to the claims that he was mentally unstable. She asks why, because he killed himself. I mean,
That
fair question,
that good exposition.
Yeah, it's actually really good. Yeah, the way that it's kind of unfolded naturally is really good.
It cracks me up. She's like, I have 2 PhDs and a doctorate, and I know Krav Maga. And I was just like, well, I know what country you got part of your financing from.
Straight up.
But weirdly enough, it kind of comes back later. I'll mention when the Krav Maga is relevant again.
Yeah, that's fair. So they're in France, where Nicolas Flamel, one of the earliest known alchemists, was born. He's also believed to have successfully developed the stone. She
Hmm.
says that when grave robbers attempted to retrieve the stone from Nicholas's casket, they found both he and his wife were missing, along with the stone. She explains that Nicholas carved instructions on how to locate the
If
philosopher's
if
stone.
this if this guy could turn base metals into gold, don't you think he could have afforded a coffin for his wife?
Not
Like,
a
Wait.
not a tandem coffin.
like if this dude had it all, you're telling me he can only I guess that's how the rich stay rich. One coffin, like
Literally. Cutting cost.
why waste money? One coffin just as good. Fit the kids in here too. Just dig us back up
Exactly.
when they die and just cram them in there. We'll have decomposed a little.
So she tells him that he carved instructions on how to locate the philosopher's stone into a tablet in the form of arcane symbols. The only way to decode them was to use the rose key to translate the symbols into Aramaic. They break into a church and they go to meet George, who apparently likes to break into places and just fix things as a hobby and is very reluctant to help her with her search. I love the way they introduce him. He's like a really great character, but like I was like, poor George, man. Like, that poor man.
George
He's
wanted nothing to
Dante.
do with this.
He's he's
He's Dante in this, like pretty much.
he's a hell
Yeah.
of a that guy. Because I'm just like this this fucking guy. I've
I
seen
know
him in
that guy.
things.
I know.
I've seen this guy. Oh, he's in Cloverfield.
Oh, that makes
And
total sense.
Superstore,
Really?
he's
That's
Jonas.
so funny.
Oh,
Yep.
that's probably where I've seen him more and
That's
like just
so funny.
well, yeah, he's got a lot more TV credits than movie credits.
Yeah, exactly. That's so funny. So there's he's reluctant to help her with her search, but that's before she reveals that she found the rose key in Iran. He agrees to help her translate after fixing the church bells, which apparently haven't been rung in 284 years. I was
It's
like, damn, bro.
it's such a hilarious like caricature misguided white guy activism punk, like he's supposed to seem edgy and cool and you're just
Yeah.
like what are you doing? Like what is any of this, dude?
That's so
Yeah.
funny. So they go back to the instructional tablet that Flamel created and begin attempting to translate it.
Oh, and I think they've mentioned at this point like three times that he went to a Turkish jail because of her.
Oh
Like,
yeah, I forgot to
Mm.
include that. But they keep bringing up the fact that they spent time in a Turkish jail together and that she left before he did.
well, no, I think they were in Turkey doing something, doing some Indiana Jones artifact stealing. This belongs in a museum, a white museum, thank
But
you.
what?
A good white museum. Um, And I think she left and he got grabbed. So I don't think she went to
Oh, I
jail
see, I
yet.
see, I
Yeah,
see.
she because she mentions to him later, like I couldn't let the lead go cold. Like the lead,
That's right. I forgot
Mm.
about that.
they
Yeah,
were
that's
gonna
right.
brutalize you in the showers, but the lead.
So they take off the display hooks and she begins national treasuring the stone.
Like a motherfucker.
That's
Full
fucking
cage. You want the full
insane.
cage?
Yeah, she literally went full cage. It's so good. She reveals a hidden inscription that reads, "Winged vulture leads the way with the brightest light in the darkest day," which I was like, okay, Green Lantern, shout out.
I'm so glad it's not just me.
Underneath the heavens reign, what is lost shall be regained. Halfway twixt the darkest gate and this tablet laid atop a paired fate. It's a fucking mouthful, but I got it. They determined that alchemists believed the number of the devil was 741, which would mean that they believed that
Doesn't look
hell
as cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny as fuck.
Doesn't look as cool as
It's,
666.
it's not that fun on a shirt.
Had to rebrand.
So they believe that hell to be 741 feet into the earth. So the halfway point between our earth and hell would be 370.5 feet under the surface.
This
Which
shit
she
is
said.
just Steiner math.
It is. I was just like, Jesus Christ, dude, writing these notes. I'm like, fucking the math equation meme just started playing over me.
You got a 75% chance, but then you add me into the mix, and now you got a 33.3% chance added to the 75% chance, and you got a 50% chance on top of that. And me, like,
It's just me playing Balatro, man.
I'm just like, all right, we're going underground.
So exactly. So they said that the surface is, she says, is accessible through the catacombs that they're currently standing on top of, but it also happens to be home to over 6 million corpses, which is just real. That's crazy. Like, that's fucking wild.
Yeah.
And yeah, bringing it back to, they did actually get permission from the Parisian authorities. I don't know who the fuck they would ask, but they asked permission to film down there, and received it 2 weeks before they were meant to start shooting.
Oh wow.
Insane, dude. I was like, that's fucking nuts, because they had to do like one I believe they did one like wardrobe test. So like they did one go at it with them in character and in costume. And then it's so fucked. They said one of them, none of them were claustrophobic, so we were fine there. But one of them got really uncomfortable when we had to go through that one tight scene. So they were like, so the director made him claustrophobic in the movie.
God,
Oh, no.
obviously, like some of the scenes have to be on a soundstage, like when walls are collapsing and shit.
No, they said they filmed pretty much 90% of it themselves, and it
well,
was down there.
well, that's what I mean. Is like the 10% has to be the couple scenes where like the walls like
Oh, like
crack and
collapsing,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like surely that had to at least be on a soundstage.
Yeah, sure.
I'm saying to soothe my own anxiety that I'm feeling thinking about going through all this, because when the scene that I'm thinking you're talking about, I was like, oh, surely this is on a soundstage. And it's just shrinking the amount of comfort I can find in all of this. I was just looking up some stuff about the catacombs, and it just seems like for a long time they were just throwing bodies down there, and just whatever the fuck happened, and they weren't managing it in any way. Like
Yeah.
it was graveyards at first, and then it turned, there's like mines that they started using to throw bodies into. And then
That's fucking
in
nuts.
1810, some major freak by the name of Louis Etienne Francois Heracart Ferrand. That's
What a name.
hell of a
Yeah,
motherfucking
exactly.
name.
Hell of a
Big
name,
ass
yeah.
name.
He was like, what if I went down there and I played with the bones? And he stacked the bones, the skulls, femurs, and tibias, into
Oh,
the
wow.
pattern seen today, and he used that to like make it into like a walkable, visitable mausoleum. But again,
Kind of
he
wild.
just
He's like, he
played
literally
with like
did the thing in the 28 years later, the Bone Temple. He
he
literally
bone
did that.
templed.
He
He
bone
bone
templed.
templed. He fully bone templed.
He said, how do we make this into a tourism?"
But also, can I play with the bodies?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it just seems like there was an ulterior motive here. That's a lot to do out of the goodness of your heart, and I'm not sure how good it is.
So one dude did all that?
It just said that he was the one who he was the director of the Paris Mine Inspection Service, and he was the one who like led that project. But I have no doubt he was down there
So he
getting his
didn't do
fingies in
shit.
it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck.
But yeah, I was just wondering how the fuck it turned into what it is, which is absolutely bonkers, crazy movie, unreal looking.
Yeah, you're
And then
right.
you look
Actually,
at
I think about it, you're right. The one scene on fire has to be on a soundstage, right? Like they can't.
Could you
How the
imagine?
fuck do you do? Yeah, exactly.
Add a
I'm
card on
like,
there.
like how the
Just blow this up.
Yeah. They're like, don't worry, we'll get this out. Just
We got it, guys. We'll handle this.
It's
throw
so good.
throws his, Arizona can on the ground, like, oh, I'll pick that up too.
So, with access to that level of the catacombs being blocked off by limestone and collapsed rubble, George tells them that there might be a secret tunnel due to a piece of the city falling into the ground where it was thought to be only solid rock beneath the surface, which is fucking insane. I was like, oh, a whole city just sunk, bro. Like,
Is that real
Oh,
or is that just like the movie?
I
um,
don't know.
I feel
I'll
like the
look. I'll
first
Our
two that
guy
he
in the
mentions
chair,
might be
yeah, our
real.
guy in the chair will let us know.
Yeah, I'll look that up a little, but I must tell you guys, they did bring that car into the catacombs.
Whoa,
Really?
Yep.
that's
Yep, it is
crazy.
on the wiki page for the catacombs. It's not even on the
Oh
page for the
wow, not even
movie.
that's fucking
That's
wild.
crazy.
They aim to use no
Jeez.
alterations to the environment with the exception of a piano and a car, which were hauled into the catacombs and set on fire.
That's
That's
crazy.
So
Wow.
they did
Damn.
set them on fire down there.
The fire's insane to do down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
That's
They literally I
Where'd the
think
smoke go?
yeah, then
And
like
that's, I mean, you got a good point, Sergio. Like I was watching it and they keep going, it keeps collapsing and they keep going further and further down. Oxygen? How are they breathing at
Right.
that point?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
in actuality, and then there's that fire.
Dad, that's gotta suck,
There's
dude.
Hmm.
like
damn.
I think this movie was probably much harder to make than we're giving it credit for.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
probably
Yeah,
terrible.
it's
absolutely.
hard to get in the catacombs like as a tourist. Like you have to
Yeah.
book. Like when we were on our tour, we did in Europe last year. Adrian and I were trying to go after the tour, and you need
Oh
to have that
sick.
shit booked out like 2, 3 weeks in advance
Oh shit,
to just
really?
I
go
thought
for like
I
Jeez.
thought you were gonna
hours.
say years or months.
Oh yeah,
Oh
Like
no, but
exactly.
I thought it was gonna be even crazier.
I feel like 2 weeks is still like
That's
Yeah,
It's
still
that's
still
pretty
pretty
pretty.
long. Like
long,
you
but
can't just
Yeah,
go there and be like, "Oh, I think I'll go to the catacombs today."
yeah.
yeah,
Let's just see
you have
what's
to be
going
like
on down
ready for
there.
yeah,
it. Yeah.
exactly.
So for
It's
them to
Tuesday.
bring
I
a
can
whole
hit the
car,
catacombs. Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm bored, guys.
that's nuts. Now there's just like double doors that you could just, like barn doors you could walk through because they had to dig them for the car.
That's fucking
Crazy.
crazy,
That's
dude. Like
wild.
they did say
Significantly easier now.
I remember reading something about like that the only entrance was through like a church parking lot, so they were just hauling all the like blood and shit through everything there. I
The
was like, oh, that's
car.
great,
Man.
dude.
That's
Um,
great.
so I looked it up a little bit, and so it seems like just kind of speed reading here. They weren't throwing bodies in the mine. The mines ended up being dug underneath several cemeteries, and then that is what collapsed.
Oh
And there
Jesus, yeah.
were like
Mm.
multiple collapses, and so that's why it ended up getting filled with bodies. And
Mm.
then
Wow.
it just seems more bodies were added to it.
Shout out to the writer, dude. Like they wrote some really interesting shit with like what was actually happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a crazy cool use of the history.
Um, a well within beginning from an opening ceremony on the April 7th of 1785, happens to be my birthday. The same
Hey.
year, the route between Les Innocents and I'm not even going to try became a nightly procession of black cloth-covered wagons carrying the millions of Parisian dead. It would take 2 years to empty the majority of Paris's cemeteries into the catacombs. So
God
after a bunch of
damn.
collapses, they just went, fuck it, let's just throw them all down there.
Exactly. Like that's just the
Crazy.
death pit
Damn.
now.
That's
They're like,
wild.
okay. They were like, dig up a few holes now, never dig a hole again later. All
Exactly.
right. We're just working smarter.
Exactly.
But it does say that cemeteries whose remains were moved to the catacombs include Saint Innocent's, the largest by far, with about 2 million buried over 600 years of operation, and then a bunch more. So the estimate of 6 million, I was like, where did you get that number from? How
Pretty
accurate
it
is that?
sounds like it might be as close to it as possible.
Mm-hmm.
That's
What
fucking
what a bunch
wild.
of freaks. France is weird.
Bless them. Benji and Scarlet go on a guided tour of the catacombs for recon, where there are signs all over the place that read, "Stop. This is the Empire of the Dead." And at the sound of the trumpet, the dead will rise. I was like, Oh man, that's bars, bro. Like that's fucking sick.
And it
So
does happen too throughout the movie when those
Mhm.
trumpets sound.
yeah, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I
They
forgot
they
about that.
they signify something about to happen.
That's so sick. Oh, good
Hmm.
catch.
And
Because
that's
like my thing is when I'm like writing the notes for this, I'm so locked in on like every detail that I miss so many. So that's why I like having other people on for
Mhm.
this reason to keep my
yeah.
stoned ass in check.
It's very biblical and very Dante's Inferno,
Mhm.
like we were saying.
Yeah, there's gonna
Yeah.
be a yet another like example of that right now, just to solidify that argument over and over. It's really cool. I like how they hammered it home.
Yeah.
But as the two are stargazing, or strategizing out loud to reach the parts of the catacombs that are off limits, the young man sitting nearby mentions, "Go to a club called the Showcase and ask for Papillon. He'll help you." I like that
You
he's
you
like
skipped over a very important part.
"Oh, please,
Oh wait. So you're talking about the guy who tells them to go,
yeah,
or are we in the club yet?
yeah, no, not in the club yet.
I
I
lost your
think
volume altogether.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
not in the cloud yet."
just the guy who told them to go there.
Okay.
So
I will say too, yeah, that just
no,
how
no, no,
important
please,
that
yeah.
guy is
Yeah.
to the story. And we hint to him. I feel like I'm going to end up spoiling everything as you're saying the scenes.
Please, again, this is why we're here too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're supposed to bring the conversation. It's
It's
All
natural.
right.
it's all
Mhm.
it's
Well,
all good. Hop in as much as you want, spoil as
The
much as you
water's
want.
fine.
you can
Best.
jump
Best.
jump forward to when we meet Pap, because
Okay.
really it's not until the following scene when they're getting ready in the van where we start getting hints at who the guy was that they saw in
I
Right.
the.
didn't I
Right.
didn't bring that much up about those scenes, so please fill in the
I'm
yeah.
wondering who this is gonna be because I just watched it for the first time last
It's
night.
his friend that burned to death in the car,
Yep.
and that's how he
Oh,
Yeah,
got the
yeah.
burn on his hand. That they point out like real quick and when they
It
first meet
is
him.
very fast. That's why like the details are
mm.
there, but they're not spoon fed to you, which is what I love
No,
about this movie.
Yeah.
Love that.
Did you guys notice when they're at the club meeting, Pat, that the pale lady's like in the background?
Yep.
yep,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Shit
she's
freaked
in
me
like
out. I didn't notice
more
it the
fucking
first time.
scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And that's
good.
Oh
another
yeah,
one.
yeah. When they're leaving, they him
Mhm.
and her and Benji like have not a like meaningful glance, but a meaningful glance,
And
Yeah.
that's another one
And
of those things where we see, like, from someone else's point of view, the thing that's going to haunt them later.
Yep.
yep,
Mhm.
because of what happens to Benji later on.
hmm
And
Mhm.
question, so obviously that lady has a very unique look to her, and she looks just like the lady with like the winged creature in the first
Oh,
VHS movie.
oh, that's cool.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I have
totally.
no
Maybe
idea
it's
if
the
it's
same
actually
girl.
her, but is it?
It might be. It looks exactly like
Now
her.
that you mention, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look her up on IMDb.
IMDb. Well, while you're doing that, I'll move
I,
along.
I don't know
We
if you
will
guys
get to
noticed when
her.
I was reading the French. I at one point I just went, not even gonna try. And this lady's name is Olivia. Nope, nope, not even trying it. Siziski Turnka.
He's
There's
trying.
way less vowels in that than you'd think.
So, as the two are strategizing out loud how to reach the parts of the catacombs. Oh, sorry. So he tells them, go to a club called the Showcase and ask for Papillon. He'll help you. The three of them head out to the showcase as they enter, we see a woman in a white dress give a glaring look at the camera as she passes by. They make their way through the club and meet Papillon. The woman in the white dress passes by the window, looking directly at Benji from outside.
Do you guys know what his name means?
Mm-mm.
Butterfly.
Oh, that's
That's
cute.
right.
It means butterfly. Yeah, the breed of dogs is
Mhm.
named that because of how their
Yeah.
face and their ears look.
Oh, I didn't even know that. That's cute.
hmm
That's
Yep,
awesome.
I probably the one French word I know. But besides, of
Besides
course, we all know,
croissant,
right? No, 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 not that. Come on, it's a three-word
bidet.
phrase. I think we all learned it. Omelette du fromage.
Fromage.
The
So,
Dexter's Lab classic.
so Scarlet, who lacks bargaining skills of any kind, tells Papillon that there's treasure in the hidden tunnel within the catacombs. When he asks her if he and his friends can keep half of it when they find it, she says, "You can have all the treasure. It's not what I'm looking for." George steps in and says, "Half is fine." So Papillon agrees to help.
Yeah, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing? Don't get ahead of yourself."
It's so funny.
I love how she's sort of like a Disney Channel original movie protagonist, and she's just in the wrong film entirely. She's just like, "Come on, guys, a little fucking elbow grease and bubblegum, and we can do it." And everyone else is like, "There are demons. There are demons. Fucking get it together."
Shit, that's so funny.
Sorry you went to jail in Turkey.
Yeah, tee.
I've got a loose braid. Don't worry about it.
God damn it. So we meet the rest of the crew, Zed, the climber, and Susie, the banshee, as George and Scarlet argue over whether or not he'll be joining them on the expedition, which is great. I was like, and they even spelled it like strange, like she did. It's not the same as Susie and the banshees, but close enough. As Papillon shows Scarlet the route they'll be taking, Benji zooms in on Scarlet on a large scar on Papillon's hand. When he asks Zed about it, he tells him not to talk to Papillon about it. Then Benji asks Susie what sorts of dangers they're facing in the caves. She tells him if they run out of batteries for their flashlights, they die. The same goes for if they run out of water or get hurt. Zed adds that there are also dangers like police, bats, rats, claustrophobia, drowning, and bugs. Shout out to Zed for putting the cops at the top of that list. And he's rightfully fucking so, too, as we'll see. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
The French don't fuck around. That's
absolutely not, dude.
They don't fuck around. A couple years ago, when they raised the retirement age for the French, and then they were surprised things got set on fire. I was like, "Why are you surprised? This isn't America. They don't just take it lying down."
Yeah. That's so good. So they head out for the catacomb. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
God bless every Molotov.
Dude.
May they fly on angels' wings.
So good. So they head out for the catacombs, and Papillon stops to tag a wall in the tunnel on the way. They reach the entrance site, and it's marked with a large mural of a skull with its mouth open, which looks fucking sick. I just love the entrance. Like, it looks so cool. Before they enter, Benji gives us the obligatory found footage multicam segment and has installed cameras into all of their headlamps.
Yeah, the pin cameras, which I thought was a really good, because I was like, it's gonna get a little boring only having one point of view.
Yeah, one
here.
dude. Yeah,
yeah, I think that was a really good choice.
Yeah, for sure. So as George is still telling them that he's only there to walk them to the entrance, a pig comes flying out at Papillon and tackles him to the ground, causing everyone to retreat into the entrance. They toss smoke bombs out to cover their tracks.
We're really breezing by how even the entrance is horrifyingly claustrophobic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they have to like duck down and like get into.
Yeah, they have to like go into a little recessed thing and then get down and then crawl into a little hole at like a 45-degree angle. It's a lot of dope.
This isn't the scene where we get the inscription of surrender all hope. Ye who
No, I don't.
That happens
No,
later.
That's later.
later.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as Benji is helping him helping George put on his headlamp and turns on the camera, he makes a comment that he must really not like the caves, which upsets George as he walks away. Scarlet tells him that when they were kids, George's little brother drowned in a cave.
All right, Zach Morris, time out here. She's a sociopath. She's an absolute monster, and she's beyond repair. She knows this, and she's been going, "They're gonna come into these caves" for the last 2 days of this guy's life.
Bad friend,
it's been
dude.
10 minutes for us, but it's been 2 days for this guy.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like, don't worry, you're gonna do what I want. You're gonna get over it. And then she's like, "Come on, man, don't make an accidental comment."
So They make their way through high water and low pathways and eventually come to an opening where a group of people painted white with red strips over their eyes are gathered in a corner of the cave and singing like a choir. We see the conductor.
I'm fairly certain I've killed them in Elden Ring
Yeah, yeah, for real. Yeah, absolutely.
with a
So
big sword.
with a big sword, yeah. So we see the conductor of this group of weirdos is the woman in white from earlier.
Mm.
And I loved where they got this from was because apparently musicians, like world renowned musicians, would actually go down there for that exact reason to make like to practice down there because the acoustics are just go fucking crazy.
I don't even need to look it up. Tom Waits has done it.
Oh, that makes
Don't
that would make
don't,
total sense. Yeah,
don't
don't
even
fact check that. Yeah.
don't even tell me if it's wrong. He did it. You're wrong.
You're wrong.
And he chain smoked the whole time. And when someone
Oh,
questioned
yeah.
him, he said they lit a car on fire down here.
I love him. I
Me
love Tom
too.
Waits so much.
Me too.
Mm.
I
Love
love
that.
Renfield so much.
Yeah, absolutely.
God, did Tom Waits and David Lynch ever do anything together?
Oh, good
I
question.
want to say yes.
Wasn't he in like one of the
Um,
last in Twin Peaks in like the last season?
I don't
I
think he was in The Return.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
I
I
would be
can remember.
shocked if they haven't worked together, though. I feel like
That's
there's
what I'm
something I can't
saying.
remember.
That just seems like a real misstep in a lot in a big way. You know what I
I
mean?
was literally watching Fire Walk with Me, waiting to log on to this.
That's great.
That's where I'm at
Absolutely.
with David
Fuck yeah.
Lynch.
I used to not like David Lynch, and then my frontal lobe developed.
Okay.
And
Oh,
now it's
I
some
was
good shit. Now it's some good shit.
I was kidding.
I I really I wish I there's a lot of things I wish I could experience for the first time again, but Twin Peaks, especially season 3, is one of those things.
Oh man, yeah, I've never seen the full thing yet, so
It's
I
so
was trying to
good.
look this up. Was that a yes or a no for season 3?
Oh, that was a yes.
Okay.
I really enjoyed season 3 because it was kind of like 3 or 4 episodes of Twin Peaks and then like 14 David Lynch short films.
that's
Yeah.
so
It
funny.
just developed into fuck you. There's no dialogue in this one. Figure it out. And I was like, you're right. Fuck me.
It's an 18-hour long David Lynch movie that he was given a blank check to create.
Yes.
Wow, that's so
And
crazy.
uh, I love it.
Yes.
We're there's probably at some point again we're probably gonna do like a spin-off like Patreon show. We're gonna do like episodes of shows, and that'll probably be one of them. Like that'll probably we'll definitely do Twin Peaks at some point.
Twin Peaks
Or
is
are we at a season 3, episode 8, episode 9 with the 9-inch nails and the atom
Oh
bomb going
yeah,
off for
yeah,
30
that's
minutes?
right. Yeah, I forgot
I
about that.
I think that's the one that I'm thinking of.
Mm,
The like birth of evil episode.
Yeah.
so good. But back to this movie.
Back to this lesser piece of art.
So
Popcorn cinema.
exactly, yeah. So they come to a point where Papillon tells them they need to crawl through to get to a tight space filled with human bones. So it's like this like hill sort of looking like of bones, and then they have to get through like a little crease that's in the middle of all that. It was fucking absurd. I was like, mm-mm.
They
I'm
like
with
walk.
Benji on this one. I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, what the fuck? Absolutely not.
This is an
Yeah.
exercise in, oh, I'm not white enough to have died in this movie.
Like,
Like, I'm only half, so I'm okay, apparently. At one point, I did make the note. I just had to write on my phone, there are white people doing this right now. Like, at this very moment, this is happening.
That's hilarious.
Somewhere on this earth, someone is like, yeah, why not? I think I've mentioned this before on the show. My aunt's ex-husband, who had passed away, his brother, so him and his brother used to love going in caves in like Nevada and Arizona and just like poking around in mines and shit. And I don't know, just very white people shit. What you do when you have passive income, I suppose. And he was with his brother, and his brother like missed a step somewhere, fell 100 feet in the dark onto his head, and died on impact.
Oh,
And I just heard that story, and all I could think is, Why were you there?
Yeah,
Just,
what
just
the
holy
fuck, dude?
shit! Just a series of bad decisions.
Hmm.
Could
Insane,
couldn't be me. I have to work for a living, so that.
So, when Scarlet points to her map and tells him that the pathway in front of them that's blocked by a wall of stones is actually a more direct route, he tells her that that corridor is evil, that people who go in never come out. They had a friend named La Taupe, the mole, who lived down there for years and knew every inch of every pathway down there but that one. Eventually, he just had to know what it held, and he hasn't been seen since. So they take the bone route.
Giggity. I'm sorry, it's the law.
It's the law.
Someone had to
So,
say
the
something.
bone route. Stupid. You're embarrassing us in front of my friends.
You said the bone route. I didn't put words in your mouth.
So,
And because you have friends, I'll end my sentence there.
so in a very tense scene inside the crawl space, Benji begins hyperventilating and having a panic attack, claiming that something bit him. Which I'm
Only
like,
reasonable thing anyone does in this movie.
yeah, literally, literally. So they suddenly hear a rumbling as the cave begins to collapse. Benji very narrowly makes it out alive, which again, that's like the worst. This is the worst scene in the movie for me personally. I was like, oh, absolutely not. Like, I fucking hate it here. I want to get off this ride. So when they come out on the other side of the tunnel, they see the exact same entrance to the pathway Papillon called evil earlier. He's confused because that path that they took should have gone straight, seeing as there were no turns at all. Because he
Yeah.
says that they went in like a circle.
I was confused by that just because of the way it was shot as well. I was just wondering, like, okay, are you back in the exact same spot and like the way you originally came in is still behind you?
Or
Or are
as
you
above,
like
so
in a,
below.
well, or are you like in a different room and now the only way forward is that way? Like, is the other door just not even there?
I see what you're
Like,
saying.
do you get what
Kind of
I'm
like
saying?
the illusion of choice.
Yeah, it was a little
Yeah.
unclear because, like, yeah, they're getting arrested up there, but I mean, if the only route's the evil route, then I'll just, like, go wait until it seems like the cops are gone and just leave instead of going to hell.
So my take on that is that um, I think it's hinting at really just what's going to happen in the way that that hell is shaped in Dante's Inferno, like an hourglass, and the only way to get out is to just go deeper in, and that
Hmm.
everything's just a mirror image of each other.
Hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, everything just keeps pushing them, as we'll
Yeah,
see.
towards the like center of hell. So he's even more confused when they come across his name tagged on the wall on the path that he claims he's never gone through. While they're arguing, we suddenly hear a telephone ringing in the distance. He says that the phone companies used to run lines through there, but 50 years ago they removed everything. As they move forward, they find the site of one of the collapses that happened years ago. Papillon tells them that after the disaster, people were sent here to help clean up the rubble, but 50 more disappearances happened as a result of that. They then turn the corner and see an old, dusty piano against a brick wall. Such a fucking cool reveal. I love how they
Mm.
did that. So much fun.
Hmm.
George claims that his family used to own one that looked exactly like that when they were kids. His brother Danny and him used to play it, but only knew one song, My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean, which he could never finish because the A4 key was fucked up. He plays the song, and sure enough, the last key doesn't make a sound. It's
That
so
shit was so
good.
freaky.
So
Mm.
good, dude.
So good.
Mhm.
It's such like good storytelling. You know what I mean? Like if they
Yeah.
Yeah.
had a piano there and that just happened to be there, so like riding around it, or if they just put a fucking piano down there. Like either way, like it's just good storytelling, man.
Knowing
Yeah.
they brought a piano in there is still like that makes me love that movie so much more. That's fucking insane.
Yeah, it was
Let me hold a
absolutely.
piano through the catacombs for this scene. Like, what the fuck?
For
That's
Yeah.
Just
crazy.
because we fucking could.
for
Yeah.
36
Right.
seconds of this motion feature
Yeah.
film, we're gonna go through
Okay.
Just
all
to
this.
make everyone go, oh
Mm.
shit,
I
for
That
mean,
1 minute. For 1 minute of the movie.
it
that's
worked, bro. We're talking about it now. They were right. They
Literally.
were
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Look at
the
us.
the three
They were
guys who
onto something.
the three guys who carried it down watched them use it for 2 minutes and then had to carry it back out. I hope they're listening.
I hope
I
they
hope they
listen.
I hope they got a nice cushy retirement.
Yeah.
They got a percentage of the gross. That's the only way I'm doing that shit.
That's hilarious. So
I
they
want
hear
points
Pianos,
on the package stringer.
That's
pianos
hilarious.
are not light at
No,
all.
No,
I have
not
a
at
no.
all.
piano. I have a piano just like the one in the movie,
That's
and
funny.
that definitely took like 4 people to move into my house.
Fuck.
So
I
it's
believe
not
it.
even like a big Ford. It's one of those little mini ones, like exactly like what's in the movie.
Can we
Mm.
use it for a
Great.
music video in the catacombs? Maybe.
Hell
Sure.
yeah. Dude, please.
I do notice there are four of you. It's the
Are we?
exact amount of
It's
people to move
in
a
the movie.
piano.
I count as like a third of a person for body
I be-
strength. I
I
don't
believe
think it
in
would work.
you and the power of friendship. I've watched enough anime.
That's so good. So they hear the phone ring again, and Scarlett tracks down the source. They see a dusty old phone sitting on a table, and when she answers it, we hear a voice asking her, "Why won't you talk to me, Scarlett?" She hangs up, and the voice from the other
You
side of the cave
you
says, "You
forgot the
shouldn't be
creepy moaning. I'm sorry.
here." You want to do it then? You want to breathe
No,
into the mic?
no. I just mean it's included. It's when you find out who it is later. I was like, why was that call so sexual then?
It's just
Like
very breathy.
it was just very weird.
Mm.
So we see, sorry, excuse me. We see Lataupe standing there looking disheveled. Papillon tells him, "We thought you were dead." To which he replies, "You never even came to look for me,"
Mm.
which
I
is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I feel for the guy, but I'm like, you went into the demon tunnel. We all told you not to go into the demon tunnel. We're very clear that if you
Yeah.
went into the demon tunnel, no one else was going in. Like,
So he asks if they're looking to get out. When they say yes, he tells them to follow him. He leads them to a deep well in the ground, and they rappel down. Something causes Benji's chain to snap, and he rapidly comes falling down the hole, badly cutting his hands in the process. Scarlet bandages the wounds, and they continue on. It's kind of violent though. Like I was just like, "Oh shit, dude!
Yeah.
Like how's he alive? That's fucked
that
up."
that was like severe rope burns. He caught the
Oh
rope and
yeah.
held it until he stopped is
Oh,
what happened.
ooh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks to think about. I hate
Yeah.
rope burn shit in movies. Like I don't know
Mm.
why. It's like I could withstand half the shit we've talked about on this movie on this podcast, but like rope burn shit just always gets me. I'm just like I don't
You
know,
know,
man.
it's all about real life experiences.
I
You
Mhm.
guess
know,
so.
it's a pain you know.
Yeah.
Wait.
So fucked. So, as they're walking, George falls into a pool of water, but they all notice that they're unable to hear anything, seemingly due to a sort of vacuum that was created in the tunnel system.
This is a really weird scene.
Yeah, I liked it. It was really cool.
I'm like struggling to figure out what it means, and I found one thing that I'll go through later, which is like an explanation of how this is kind of like one to one Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
But other than what they offer, I had like no idea what this was like supposed to represent. This
Yeah.
like you said, this weird vacuum that they find themselves in.
That's what I kind of thought about. I was like, oh, well, it's got to be like weird because we were talking about like how the smoke and all that shit from the fire down there, like that genuinely must have fucking sucked to film. Like
Mm.
crazy as fuck that that's like practical. That's wild.
Yeah, the fact that there's like running water down there, I'm like, where the fuck does this is this coming from, and where
Yeah,
does it
exactly.
go? And like
Exactly.
the amount of structures down there, and it always kind of trips me out to be like how, some of it is tunnels and then some of it is like chambers, and just kind of envisioning the guys, shovel and pickaxe doing this and going like, you know what? Fuck it. This one's a room and it's a hexagon, and fuck you. Now we're doing more tunnels. Just
Exactly.
like what the shit humans can do, that like us now have receiving the benefit of like thousands of years of people having to like pickaxe and shovel build shit. It just seems like beyond our comprehension, you know, like to really
Absolutely.
really think about what
Yeah.
goes
100%.
into
Yeah.
that.
100%. I mean, so would you guys, I mean, are you guys planning on going back and trying to actually go to the catacombs
I
as we're
want to
talking about
so
this?
bad. I want to so bad because of this movie.
That's fun.
None of this has put you off.
No, I'm the
No.
white person that
No,
walked through a fucking hill of skulls to see something cool. That's
me
me
too.
100%.
It's, that's
Same.
that's the perspective of someone who puts money away for retirement. I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm working
Yeah.
just
on
gonna
it.
say
Sure.
that.
What? What?
That's the owner of a Roth IRA right there.
No, I might. Shoot me. I might.
You know what? You know what? It's
I
not a
have a
bad idea.
401k.
I
Like,
suggest it. I
I
suggest it.
suggest it.
I suggest
So
it.
That's so funny. So we then hear an alarm begin to sound as the lights flicker and they are all disoriented. The trumpets, as you were referring to, I believe earlier, correct?
I was almost wondering if this was the bells ringing that he fixed earlier.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, that's weird. I just thought it was an alarm, like a fucking buzzer, wasn't it?
I
It's
thought it was
just
the trumpet sounding.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, I think this is the trumpet sounding.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's just like so distorted by everything, and I think there is like multiple sounds. So I at one point I was like, "What are all of these? Is one of these things the bells?"
Yeah,
But
exactly.
yeah,
And within the chaos, we hear an alarm begin to sound as the lights flicker and they are all disoriented. Within the chaos, we see oh sorry, we fucking read that same. We see a flash of a young boy standing in the cave with them. When they catch their bearings, they find a small room with inscriptions on the walls that resemble the ones from the tablet from earlier.
and
Hmm.
was it Zed or Benji that saw the young boy?
I believe it's Zed. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
it's Zed.
okay.
So they determine that it's an ancient form of hiding pharaoh's tombs, called a tele, to,
Ptolemaic.
Ptolemaic hinge. Thank you. Oh man, I
Yes,
was like, that's not happening right now. That one's I'm not doing that one right
it's okay. I'm here for you.
now. So a padlock
Have
system that
another edible.
thank you. A padlock system that requires you to take the exact right stone from the exact right place, or else the ceiling will collapse on you. George and Scarlet figure out the correct stone, and when they remove it, a secret entrance to a passageway opens. When they enter, they find a crusader lying in the middle of the room, not decomposed despite being dead for over 700 years.
Hmm.
Crazy. That shit was crazy. That shit looked like something out of like a black metal music video. I was like, oh, this is sick, dude.
It looked like Christopher Lee in one of the music
I
videos
told
for his
yeah.
power metal band.
That's so true. Yeah, 100%.
If you guys don't know about that, that is a great thing to smoke a bong to and just be like, he really did this.
Christopher Lee had a power metal band.
Oh
Yeah, he
yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yes, and it's all like
Wow.
fantasy metal, and the music videos are like professional CGI. It's fucking insane.
Wow.
It's
So good.
All
yeah,
right.
Oh
it's good
man.
for a laugh, that's for sure.
Oh
I'm
man.
trying to remember. So this scene, um, it was just before, or just after they do like the underwater
Oh,
thing and
this
pop up
is,
the
I
other
believe,
side.
This is
just
right
before.
before.
Yeah, they're
Right
about to do
before.
that. Yeah.
So this is the important scene when everything
Yeah,
flips.
everything's about to
Yes.
flip.
Yes. Everything is about to flip. So Scarlet tells everyone to cut their lights, and when they do, they see a light coming from beneath the floor. She jumps in the water and begins digging out
This
the
is because,
stones.
and this is because she remembers the Green Lantern's creed. She
So
says
stupid.
brightest day and blackest night. Oh shit, everyone turn your lights off. You're laughing. This is what actually happens in the movie.
I know,
Like,
it's just so
it's not
fucking
my
funny.
fault she's powered by the planet of Oa.
So she dives in and comes out the other end into a room full of treasure behind an iron gate, and torches are on the walls. The rest follow her. She explains that the imagery that they're seeing on the wall in the back of the room is the story of Earth God and Sky Goddess. They were madly in
Oh,
love.
I'm sorry. That
You're
you
good.
just mentioning that reminds me. The whole key to the Ptolemaic hinge thing was also about the solar system, and they were like, because she has the journal from her dad, so it's like he's done all of the
The legwork.
investigation, yeah, the legwork. So she like shows up there and is like, hold on, let me find the right page about this place. And then she's like, oh yeah, it has to do with the celestial bodies. And they're like, okay, but they didn't count Earth as a planet then, so it's eight. Oh, but they didn't know about two of the planets, so it's actually six. But they
Yeah, they're having a
counted
nerd off.
like just back and forth, and I'm just like, oh, it makes sense and it works, but it's also
Yeah,
just very
it's silly.
yeah, but just
It's very national treasure.
It comes back to the dad being like the whatever
The
researcher on
leading
alchemy,
alchemy, yeah.
mhm,
and like a lot of those are just basic alchemical things that would be in his journal,
mhm.
and I don't
Hmm.
think they're experts on it. They would just reference him for it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
True.
I'm mentioning this as a thing that I enjoyed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like
No, it's
like
fun. It
I like that the logic is being splayed out.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
exactly. It very much
rather
is national treasure in Indiana Jones. Like that's what this movie becomes at some point. I'm like, I'm in. I'm down. Like
And
oh yeah.
this scene especially is Goonies,
oh yeah, the 100%. Yeah, go, how could I
100%.
Hmm.
forget? Yeah,
You got to find the
absolutely.
correct piano, blah blah blah, to unlock, or you're gonna die.
Exactly. That's so good. So they were madly in love, but when they've had their first child, the son, he grew jealous of their affections and drew them apart, so that they were only allowed to touch by the palms of their hands and the soles of their feet. Every morning the sky goddess gave birth to the son, and every evening would she would swallow him back up. As she pries the stone from the wall, the others get to work knocking down the iron gate. When she realizes that the stone is lying beside riches you could never miss, she yells for them to stop because it's a trap. But as soon as they get to the gate, or they get the gate open, the room collapses and they lose Let's Hope in the process.
I
It's really cool how that happens too. I like how they
Hmm.
I feel like she kind of knew before that moment that they shouldn't touch the treasures of Agrabah inside the tiger's head because the lava's gonna come up, you know? Like I think she knew that, but she just forgot to like tell them like the whole reason I told you to come, actually you can't have any. You need to stop. You
Well,
know?
no, she
Like
realizes that it's a trap as she's reading it because Zed makes mention that like, oh, the most obvious place would be to put it where like all the treasure is, and that's kind of where she
mm,
gets that idea, like, oh, that's probably a trap. And that's why she turns around and is like, it's a trap, and then yeah.
yeah,
mm.
yeah, she Star Wars is the place.
Yeah.
So Susie is badly injured and bleeding from her arm, but Scarlet places the stone on her skin and miraculously heals her, leaving no trace of a wound. The group begins looking around the room for a way out.
She scrapes off a sliver of that rock like a crack fiend. Just a little taste. Just a little
It's
taste.
free.
And
She's not wasting an ounce.
and at no
So-
point does she try to fix Benji's hands.
You
oh
know, I
yeah,
did
that's
notice that all the
true.
worst stuff happens to the black guy.
Yeah, it's so bad, dude.
Like
It's
Like
so
I keep
bad. Like, yeah, he gets
he,
fucked up this
he
entire
kind
movie.
of
It's so,
does.
he has just the worst time of everyone, and he's like the least complicit. He's just like, I'm just here because I'm being paid. This is
Mhm.
my job, and I didn't know I was following a crazy lady.
Yeah.
So the group begins looking around the room for a way out, and they find more ancient riddles. But this one just so happens to be the title of the film. They see writings on the ceiling signaling that there is a door to the mystical. She sees a painting on the wall which symbolizes as above, so below. She says, "What is within me is outside of me, as it is on earth, so it is in heaven. As I am, so are my cells, so are my atoms, so is God." Again,
Amen.
bars, bro. Like I was like, yeah, I was like, that's kind of hard,
Bars,
man.
bars.
It's so good. So she hammers into the water on the floor with a stone, and it begins draining a hole into the ground. They follow Scarlet, and she sees carvings on the wall that George translates as "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here,"
Mm.
which, according to mythology, is the inscription carved above the gates of hell.
I think it's really just according to Dante's Inferno. I don't know how uh like
That's where
ties.
it originally comes from, I believe.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
so it's
is.
not really
Oh, I
like
see.
mythology. It's just this one book,
Yeah.
you know.
A fictional book.
Hmm.
So when they enter, they see the same room, but this time the painting on the wall is upside down. Papillon asks if they're dead, and Scarlet tells them that they need to keep moving. They dive into another pool of water and emerge on the other other end of the room of another dead crusader, as well as La Taupe sitting down, breathing heavily. When Susie approaches him, he grabs her head and slams it into the ground, killing her before fleeing.
That
Wild
seems
shit.
crazy.
Yeah, dude, I
That
was like,
seems so insane.
So
he comes
if
out of fucking
we're
nowhere.
so I feel like in a sense, so who would be Dante? So I feel like Latope would be Virgil.
I think it's George. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's George.
George would be Dante.
I think George
Hmm.
would be Dante
Yeah.
because he's like unwittingly on this journey. Dante just awakens in the dark forest, and Virgil is there and guides him through.
Yeah, and then
Hmm.
the
So
cop flying at him is signifying the him being forced to also go further into the Inferno.
yeah,
Mm.
I
Hmm.
I think ultimately it ends up being Scarlet. I don't know why I keep like
Forgetting
having
her
a hard
name.
time thinking of her
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
But I think ultimately it ends up being her because she's the one who wants to go and she's continually prodding him and she knows certain things. Even though the other people are guiding her, she's the one that's like, oh, let me pull this out. And oh, there's, they didn't have these two planets, but they did have the sun and the moon,
So
you know?
Scarlet would be Virgil.
I think so.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
then that's a good way of looking at
And which one is the fat cat Borgia pig, you know? Because
it.
Dante's Inferno, the first diss track, it just happens to be 900 pages long. He's like, and everyone I hate was there, and fuck them.
They were fat and ugly. So they attempt to use the stone to revive her, but Scarlet says that it can't bring back the dead. And as they make their way through the tunnels,
I
Benji,
like how she's just like, I know all the
she's
rules,
writing the
okay?
rules. Yeah.
I'm Virgil. We just established this. I'm Virgil, okay?
So as they make their way through the tunnels, Benji sees a noose hanging in the middle of a pathway before it suddenly disappears. They make their way down a similar well as before, and while Benji is at the top holding the rope steady, he hears a faint baby's cry, and we see a figure pass behind him. We get an excellent jump scare as the figure lunges at the camera, and then we cut to his body falling down the hole. Papillon stresses that they need to keep moving. It mirrors the what happened to him before, but it's
Yeah.
fucking insane. Like him just fucking eating shit through that hole is crazy, dude.
Mm.
Is
I,
she like holding the baby like she lunges at him too?
I think so.
I think
It
it's like
happens
real quick,
so
but I think
fast. Yeah,
there
I don't
is
even
a
know.
that's that's interesting
Yeah,
because as we go on, they all sort of talk about the things in their life, but there's a few people who like Susie and Benji really that didn't get the opportunity to talk about those things. So trying to connect like
Mm.
the thematic
yeah,
reasoning here, is a little bit harder.
that's true. That's
and I
true.
almost wonder if there was something with Latope and Susie. because they were all
I
friends.
Well, because everyone's thing that's haunting them is something they feel guilty about, and she feels guilty that they never went to look for him.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good because that was that was the other
That's
one that I
that's what
couldn't really.
Papillon feels guilty about. And then as we'll find out, Zed
No,
has his own.
Papillons is something else.
Papillons
Oh, yeah,
is
that's right. That's right.
the guy that burned in the car.
That's right in the car.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
the
you're
guy who
right.
said to go find him and bring him here so I could kill
Yeah.
him in the car.
He's like,
Yeah.
Papillon, you said it would be funny to bring the car down here. You said.
That's so good. So, as they're crawling over another pile of bones, George sees his little brother Danny's face in the water beneath them and screams for help getting him out of there. They finally calm him down and they hear screaming from nearby. They follow a path that leads them to a room with a car on fire and someone in the back seat silently burning, which was such a crazy like visual, but like when he's just sitting there like silently on fire, I'm like, oh, that is haunting, man. So
Yeah.
good. So,
And that,
Confirmed that the lady who jumps at Benji is holding a baby. You
oh
just see it
hell
for a
yeah.
second, but
So that's where the baby's
yeah.
where that cry is
she
coming
said,
from.
"Come, my child, learn to kill."
So Papillon screams that it wasn't his fault as he's forcibly pulled into the flames by the burning figure. The
Mm.
car folds into itself and disappears, leaving only his legs sticking out of the floor. I was like,
Crazy.
Yeah, it
whoa.
seems insane.
Yeah,
Those visuals were wild, dude.
Mm.
Yeah.
the mechanics of what happened there. It's like, are these just stumps really well dug in? Is the whole body down here? They gave up so quickly. They didn't even try. They just left him there. Poor
Were
guy.
his tootsies wiggling or not?
Yeah, dude. God. Definitely the most like supernatural and insane thing that happens. Like a weird cultist lady lunging at you is like, okay, that is just fucking insane.
That's just a
Mm.
Tuesday. So now down to three party members, Zed, George, and Scarlet keep moving. As they're walking, they see a figure in a all black robes pass in front of them as loud noises begin to sound throughout the caves.
Second reasonable thing anyone in this film does, they go, "Oh!" when they see him. They see a 9-foot skeleton man in a black pointed robe, and they go, "My mistake," and turn around. And you know what?
You're correct. I will
Fair
lower
enough.
my voice.
Sorry to bother you.
Exactly.
You know what? Turns out you can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
I just checked.
So they come across the robed figure sitting in a chair. When it stands up, it reveals a white stone looking face. And as they turn to run, similar looking figures break free from the wall. One of them bites into George's neck before Zed and Scarlet manage to drag him away.
I had a note here, and it's just 3 words in all caps. Ground has teeth.
Absolutely.
There's like one point when they're running, and there's just like people buried in the ground, and you just see teeth sticking out of the ground.
Yeah.
Just like mouths gnashing at them.
Oh, it's so fucking like the imagery is so haunting towards the end.
Yeah.
It's so well done. It's so like interesting. And the fact that again, like you're right, I don't know if this movie has been given enough credit for how it was made. Like just simply how they pulled the fucker off. It's so crazy.
Just convincing actors to do this.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, I guess some people will do anything for a break. But like seriously, just convincing people like, yeah, fuck it, we're gonna go underground, we're gonna do all these things. You're gonna rappel, you're gonna climb over bones. When he was like,
Then
"There's rats
profit.
under here," I'm pretty sure that's just factual. I don't think that was window dressing for the film.
Yeah, exactly.
When he goes, "Something hit me," that wasn't method, baby. That was
Actually got
Yeah.
Exactly.
it. Was so good.
So, as Scarlet attempts to use the stone to heal George, they realize that she isn't holding the real stone, and that in order to find it, she needs to replace the stone that she took. So she leaves Zed to watch George and speed runs the cave.
This is where the Krav Maga comes back in.
Literally, yeah.
She's like, "Excuse me, sir, I'm a black belt."
I was wondering what you were referencing to, but yeah, the
100%. Yeah, she's just speed
the whole
running it.
to the demon thing.
Are you guys familiar with the game Dying Light?
Yeah.
I never played it, but yes.
Yes.
Okay, so two of you know. For the other two, it's and possibly for PsydeShow, it's like a parkour zombie game.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty sick.
Nice.
It's pretty sick. Like drop kicking zombies and running and like flipping off buildings and shit. It's like Mirror's Edge and Dead Rising combined.
Wow, I've never
basically.
heard it sold like that.
But with
That's
a more
fucking sick.
serious tone than Dead Rising.
That's fun.
As more serious as, again, a game where you drop kick zombies can be. but pretty much what she's doing, that's what the gameplay for it looks like.
Yeah, she becomes Doom guy for a second. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's literally that sequence from Doom.
Exactly. She's shoving the monsters out of the way, diving into a pool of blood, and eventually finds the wall where the stone was taken from.
He's bleeding out and she goes, "Hold that thought."
Hold
See,
my
that-
beer.
That part was kind of my only gripe with the movie, was how easily she was able to just like boop that stone dude on the head and he just crumbles into pieces as she's running through, you know.
Yeah.
Again, you've played Resident Evil, right? You've gotten to the end of a Resident Evil game. She's just Chris with a fucking rocket launcher running through.
She's just stiff arming dudes. I
Exactly.
agree. It was a little just like, well, then why were you fucking running earlier? like, you know what would have probably helped Benji with the whole neck wound situation is if you would have pulled out the fucking Krav Maga earlier, okay?
I think like my only like question with the movie is like if it was that easy for her to just go back, why didn't they just do that?
Yeah.
Like after the first person died, why didn't they just all
Just
you know?
retrace the steps
Yeah,
backwards.
'cause
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
Yeah, because the movie's pretty much built upon you can't go back, and then they're like,
Yeah, and then
well,
she goes
all right, one time exception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just this once.
I checked with Satan. He said we gotta let you do it.
Yeah. That's so good.
I saw online because I was just searching up things about this, and I saw people calling the robed figure Satan.
I don't know.
that's
About
death.
No, I don't think
That's death,
correct.
right?
I don't even
Well,
know
there's
that.
a lot of robed figures. They just chase them at the end.
They all had the
Yeah.
Well,
white
the
faces too.
the super tall black robed one.
Oh yeah.
That was my interpretation.
Maybe.
Was that's that's death. That's the
Maybe, I don't know. I just see the black robed figures as just generic demons.
Yeah,
so-
exactly.
Well, he's
Well, 'cause
talking about
there's
the
a
one
one-
that you
there's-
see. There's a big one in the
Mhm.
background at one scene.
Yeah, there's like a 10-foot tall one in black, and then there's like a bunch of regular sized
Yeah.
ones in like white clothing because they're like stuck into the wall, so it's just like dusty, aged.
Maybe
Yeah,
I just
there's-
maybe I just never put it together that he was bigger than the rest of them.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
when-
think I might have missed that one too.
When
Yeah.
when he stands up, he's like 9 feet tall. He's like freakishly huge when he stands up.
Hmm.
And unfortunately, bigger than the rest of them just triggered a Sonic the Hedgehog Knuckles Sonic Adventure 2 song in my head. So thanks for that. Tougher than the rest of them, bigger, rougher. Knuckles.
She finds her father hanging from the noose that we've been seeing throughout the film. She tells him that she's sorry for not answering the phone that night and hugs the body before it disappears. She replaces the stone.
This took me out. That absolutely took me out. I couldn't. It was like accidentally funny. It was like definitely not intended to be funny, but it was really funny. That she was just
This
like,
show has destroyed your brain.
she was just like, my bad, you're dead, and it's kind of my fault, but snoogans. It's all good.
Again,
Snoochie boochies. And then he just corporally dissipates. It's just-
Yeah.
Also, I'm sorry. The reason she comes back to take the stone is because there was like a rhyme about like what to do, and it was like only once you rectify can you do whatever.
Mhm.
And then when she goes up there and she puts the stone back, she goes, "Okay, I rectified." And I was just like, "Oh, that's unfortunate because I'm going to be saying that for a few weeks."
Mm.
That's very unfortunate.
That's your new vocal stem for
It's
the
a
week.
very specific sentence. I rectified. And then she also, I'm not sure if you mentioned, she after she puts it back, she looks and there's a reflective like.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten to that yet, but yeah.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So as she replaces the stone and says, "As I believe the world to be, so it is," and looks at her reflection in the wall. She finds George and Zed, then places her hand over the wound and kisses him, removing the wound and refilling his life bar. A real Sleeping Beauty type. They keep running through the tunnels looking for an exit, and when they finally come to another deep hole in the ground, she tells them that the only way to escape is to jump and rectify themselves. She turns to George and she
Rectify
asks
my children.
She turns to George and asks him about what about his brother's death torments him. He tells her that when Danny got pinned and couldn't
She's a
move,
sociopath. I told you. I'm sorry. Just that sentence.
let's
Just that
unpack that
sentence in the
trauma real
middle
quick.
of all
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
So what about his
Exactly.
death torments you?
That's so fair. I didn't fucking have that read. Now I do. That's so fair. That's so,
She's like very fucking just like has no social cue awareness.
so he told them that he'd be back, but with help, but he got lost along the way and Danny died as a result. When she looks at Zed, he tells her that he has a child that he's never met and denies that it's even his. They count to 3 and make the leap.
But you forgot where he said real G shit.
So stupid. So when they reach the bottom, it appears to be a dead end until they see a steel plate on the floor. They push down on the hole and Ninja Turtle their way out through the manhole cover in the middle of a city street, where the 3 of them embrace each other before Zed walks away. We cut back to Benji's original interview with Scarlett, and she says she's not doing this for the financial gain or the fame. She's truly just a student of history and alchemy. Benji asks, so you just want the truth?" And she says, "Yeah, I just want the truth." And that's as above, so below.
I
Dude,
just
the
want
scene where they're
Yeah.
coming out of the tunnel, like that in itself is like one of my favorite scenes, and like
Yeah.
and the way they filmed that is like, oh my God, it's so cool.
You guys need to do a
Yeah.
video there for
In the
sure.
catacombs,
Yeah.
Okay.
dude, I would love.
Okay.
Serious question, Jonas and Sergio and Alex. If I was
Yep.
stuck in the catacombs, if I was, what's his name, Latope?
Let's hope.
If I
Yeah.
was him,
Yeah.
would you guys come and find me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you love me if I was a worm?
You would. It's so right. I ask him that once a week. You guys hate me? Would you still be my friend if I was a worm? I'm not even joking. So that's why they're not laughing, just because it's too real.
if my brother died, would you even ask me what was so tormenting about that?
Yes, straight up. I know. Yeah, you're totally right. She is a fucking sociopath.
She
Well,
has
I-
problems,
Right.
bro.
I was gonna come back to that because the reason she asks him that is because she realized that the only way to get out is for them to accept the things that they're feeling guilty about. That's the only way that hell is gonna let them out.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yes,
fair.
absolutely. They have to rectify.
Exactly.
Like
And her seeing herself in that reflection when she returns the stone
Yes.
is it telling her that there is no stone. It's just the way she believes the world to be.
The
That-
friends we made
the
along the
stone
way.
was within you all along. So she left
No,
and
like
found
literally.
a pile of hay
And that's why
turned it
then
into gold.
that's why then as she's running back to him, she just like basically looks at the shit that's trying to stop her and it just goes away.
She's like,
Yep.
no.
Yep. She pulls the old
Real
Charles
fun.
Xavier. Yeah. Yep, that's
So-
exactly what I was going to point out too
Hmm.
about the reflection. That's what it is that actually now it's inside of you because you understand magic is a mindset. And this is where the whole wellness industry was actually spawned. We have this to thank for RFK Jr.
Oh, thanks, as above, so below.
Ay, ay,
You
ay.
shouldn't have.
Appreciate
I,
you.
I have to eat roadkill and be unvaccinated because of you.
If you just believe,
And
Oh
by
if you
boy.
claim that you
unvaccinated,
can
I
do it.
mean they pulled the vaccine out of me. They figured it out. They got a machine. Him and Kid Rock built it
That's
It's
while
Cuban.
they were making that grinder ad.
So we'll move on to ratings. We like to rate out of 6 on this
Oh,
show.
before we do the rating, I'm sorry. I did want to read this to you guys. So this is the complete journey through the catacombs, paralleled with the circles of hell through
Oh
Inferno.
yeah, this is actually really good.
So the vestibule. The group encounters two sets of divided cultist female souls, a fake tunnel, and the nine circles. One, limbo, long tunnels lined with inscriptions of poetry and philosophy, and the aimless soul of Latope. Two, lust, almost entirely colorless tunnels filled with the loud vortex of souls, the hissing of Minos, and Italian inscriptions. Three, gluttony, a widened third floor tunnel section haunted by the growl of an unseen Cerberus. And I think that's the like vacuum part.
Oh,
So
interesting.
I
That would make
Mm.
sense. Yeah,
so
that
I
would make
think
sense.
that's I had a hard time coming up with anything else that like made sense within the greater narrative of the film. So that's
Yeah.
why I was like, I think this might be it.
Yeah.
Um,
Mm.
Greed, an enclosure with the mark of David, an engraving of Plutus, a treasure trap, and a false philosopher's stone. Five, Wrath. So that's the with Flamel. And then Wrath, the damaged reverse enclosure of Greed, now completely empty except for the water, and it's a more decrepit corpse.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Which I saw people point out that there's like another alchemist that it probably was, but I just don't have that in front of me. Heresy, walls, Florentine walls in a flame lit enclosure adorned with three ring inscriptions. Seven, violence, a shattered stone pool leading to a cavernous enclosure.
Oh
Here,
yeah.
Susie is killed in the first ring, violence against neighbors, when Latope beats her to death. The second ring, violence against self, contains hallucinations of
Oh
Scarlet's
the
father.
yeah.
And the third ring is marked by satanic occultist symbols over sandy tunnels. Fraud, an amphitheater shaped area with a drop where the manifestation of Benji's victim in Bologna 1 and 2, pandering, seduction, and flattery results in him falling from fraud to treachery. So it seems that what's going on with him is that he also had a child that he wasn't taking care of, and
Oh weird.
that's why he sees him and Zed both see like children at different points, and she's carrying the baby when she kills him. So when she
Oh.
kills him, he falls from fraud to treachery.
Oh, that's
And
crazy.
then treachery, water tunnels leading to four caverns. In the second cavern, the betrayal of community ties occurs when Papillon is killed by the manifestation of the man he left for dead in a vehicular fire. The
Hmm.
throne, a wooden chair, appears here along with the devil and robed demons resembling Judas Iscariot, Antenor,
Mm.
and Ptolemy. The demon of Cain appears as the first horrendous wall demon, which bites George. And the final area of hell, traversed in the ninth circle, is a bottomless pit of penitence, culminating in the reverse leap of faith.
That's fucking
So,
crazy,
so
dude.
it really runs like super fucking deep. If you're like a really a scholar, I've read the Inferno like once years ago, but
Yeah.
if you're really a scholar, I think there's a lot of like links to be said there. They didn't just go,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 Dante's Inferno. We're making a movie, but like, yeah, Dante's Inferno is the thing.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, they really did their fucking research for this one.
hmm So I just thought that was interesting. I just wanted to give everyone that before we jumped into the ratings.
Absolutely. Gives a lot of
Mm.
context to it.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, we just like to rate. We rate out of 6 on the show. 6 being you loved it, 1 being it, left a lot to the imagination. But one at a time, we like to go through, get each and every one of your thoughts on it, your feelings, any concerns you have. So, Alex, what are you feeling about this?
My rating out of 6 would probably be a 5. Uh, After going through all of it with you guys, it kind of just makes me want to rewatch it again.
That's what we hope to do on this show, is like to inspire people to rewatch it if you haven't seen it, in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sergio?
It's like probably like a 5.5 or a 6 for me. I love this movie a lot. Um, Honestly, I couldn't even say what things bother me about it that would make it a 5.5. That's why I kind of I just bounce between there. Like
The numbers are
I
made
have
up
Yep,
and
no
don't
yep,
matter.
yep. We
Piper.
all
No,
saw it. We all saw it. I work with numbers, and all day long I'll sit with the
I
client and
work at
go,
an elementary school.
"Oh boy." So we
There you
both
I'm
go.
get it all day
sorry.
long. I'll be in front of a client and their kid and go, "Yeah, so it's like something something 6 7," and the kids are just like, like,
Have a fucking seizure.
like, okay, calm
I'm
down. I'm sorry. They're
I'm
next to each other.
oh my God.
Have
But
another
yeah,
lollipop and calm
I'm
down,
I'm
demon.
just gonna say like uh, because I can't think of anything right now, I'm gonna say 5.5.
That's fair. That's fair. And Piper, how'd you feel?
I'm gonna give it a 6 out of 6. This is literally like not only like my favorite scary movie, but like my favorite movie ever. I love Dante's Inferno so
Mm,
much. I did a whole like design series on Dante's Inferno, and I like did a really crazy deep dive on it to do that piece. And
yeah,
I don't know, I think diving into that like below surface level, even though like it's a really hard read, I'm not like super smart or anything, so it was like really tough to do it. But like really diving into that book or poem or whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't know, I think knowing that and then watching the movie again, like much older, like made me love it a million times more. And I love found footage. Found footage is like my favorite
yeah.
subgenre of horror, so I'm 6 out of 6 for me. I have no complaints.
That's sick. All right, what about you, Jonas?
I think I probably would be a 5.5. I think it's just under a 6 for how easily defeated the robed creatures are, and they look kind of goofy. The CG is like,
Yeah.
it's so it to me, but it's like it's right there. I really love the movie, but I can't give it a perfect score because some of the graphics were like, meh. But I do love it. Again, I've rewatched this movie quite a bit, but objectively, it's not perfect. I don't know if I can give it the full 6, but it's very high.
Mm.
That's fair. That's fair. Chad?
I think I would give it a 4. I enjoyed it a lot more than like within like the first 10 minutes. I was like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna like this. But then I started to like it more and more, and I think as I started to understand that it's kind of part of the point that she's crazy and being ridiculous, and it's her fault they're all in hell. So it's not just she saves the day, she's the best and the most smartest, and everyone should have listened to her. It's for the love of fuck, you should have listened to everyone else, and that would have maybe avoided all of this. But hey, at least you learned your lesson before fucking George bled to death, you know?
She
Yeah,
should have
Uh,
exactly.
repented for that, honestly.
what's that?
She should have repented for that, like bringing all her
Yeah.
friends
Mm.
to fucking hell. Like that should have been part of the whole shtick.
Actually, I totally agree. I think that they did miss a step there, that she should have been like, and I'm sorry that I brought us all here before they jumped in.
Yeah.
Because she's just like,
Mm.
oh, I already did my trauma. You guys got it. You guys are actually kind of holding me up here. So if you could figure your trauma out,
That's so
then
true.
I could get out of hell. She's a sociopath. But I think it's kind of the point. But
Yeah.
yeah, like Jonas said, the Doom FPS scene of it all definitely detracted, and it was sort of like up until that point, I could have believed if one of the characters went, we've been wandering for 12 hours, 16 hours, almost a day now, So then when she turned around and ran back up the whole thing without stopping in like not very long. And obviously there's cuts happening and stuff, but he's a real good hourglass is a guy's jugular,
That's
So the
really
fact
funny.
that he was still warm when she got back means that it was like pretty close to what we were seeing. And it's like,
Hmm.
so what the fuck took you guys so long? Like this could have been an afternoon, you guys are making this a weekend.
Oh, weekend.
Um, but I did overall enjoy it. I'm glad that I watched it. And like I said, at a certain point I was like, I need to turn this off and go to bed for work. And then I went, oh well, there's only 20 minutes left. I mean, fuck it, I'll be tired tomorrow. I mean, that's
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
that's why, God invented coffee. Like that's what that's
Mhm.
for. But yeah, so 4 out of 6. I enjoyed it.
Nice. So,
Cool.
yeah, I think I would give this one a 5 out of 6. I really enjoyed it a lot more than I initially thought I would. Because that's the thing. I took this one off of recommendation from someone. Like, it was a homie who was like, "Yo, that movie slaps." I'm like, yeah. Like, word? All right, like I'll check it out. And so I checked it out and I was just like, oh, this is like a lot deeper than I thought it was gonna be. I literally thought it was just gonna be like another Descent. I thought it was gonna be like zombies or monsters in the catacombs and shit, which I was like, that sounds like it could be a good time, like a good laugh, whatever. And then you just get like psychological fucking nightmares. I was like, oh, that's you had my intrigue and now you have my attention. So it
Yeah.
was it I thought it yeah, I thought it played with a lot of things like that well. I thought it did it does a lot of like tension really well, I think, among the actors, and then just being in that setting is so fucking terrifying as it is. I mean, appealing to some here, but
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, the catacombs do. You know how people say New York was really the main character?
in the movie, yeah.
It's not the Midnight Cowboy. It's New York. Uh, the
Which scene
catacombs
was
are
that in?
do.
I don't think I remember that one.
That's just a thing that people say often is they'll just kind of because they're trying to seem nuanced and like more understanding of like film and media. They'll just go like, well, this is an example of a thing where like it makes sense because sometimes it does make sense. Like in Spider-Man, New York is a character, and it's like I guess like New York is like a big like important like it couldn't be anywhere else. But the catacombs were that in this. The catacombs really
Yeah,
were a
exactly.
character. The
Yeah, they really
catacombs
were.
did do a lot of the heavy lifting because they could have all just been like, I actually feel fine and happy down here. And I'd be like, you fuck, you're in the catacombs. You need to leave. They'd be like, oh, actually, I'm
Right.
cool with the flaming car that we just saw. Would
Yeah.
still feel anxious.
But yeah, I mean I think 5 out of 6 would be where I would land on this. It's not like the perfect thing, but fuck if it's not fun. Like holy shit. It's a good time, dude. Like it really when I realized we're just doing National Treasure, I'm like, bet, dude, like I'm in. Let's fucking go, dude. Like I'm
It's
so down.
and I actually like that about it a lot. The like
Mhm.
she seems like I said like a Disney Channel original movie protagonist in a film
So
that's like
funny.
way above the like TV 14 rating that she's used to. It's like Kim Possible goes on a mission and Solid Snake just starts popping people's heads and she's just like, "Oh, Rufus, cover your eyes." Like
That's so fucking funny.
But I really enjoy that juxtaposition of like she thought this was just going to be like real fun for everybody, and it was not.
And
It
it
certainly
was
was
it
not.
was the horrors we had along the way.
I just
Yeah.
I just want to really quick. I went through his filmography.
Mhm.
John Erick Dowdle, the
Yeah.
director, and this guy's a real sick fuck. This guy's a real freak. He's only made 7 movies. Two of them seem like they were pretty small productions. There's not even links, but he made the Poughkeepsie tapes, which
Ooh.
Oh, did
Ah,
he?
okay.
yes, he
I
That's
did
did.
not
that's
know
a
that.
fucking that's a
That's
doozy.
that's
Yeah.
wild that he made that.
And
I didn't know that.
he's the director and writer of all of his movies except for one. So
Oh,
he
Wow.
really?
directed and wrote the
That's
Poughkeepsie
crazy.
tapes.
fuck that movie.
Yeah, you see why I
Like,
said he was a real sick fuck? It seemed like a
that,
joke a minute
it's
ago.
crazy. Like knowing that the As Above, So Below is like his Kim Possible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
they were like, calm it down. Rufus is watching.
dude,
That's so
Poughkeepsie
good.
tapes. Like, I got way too stoned one day recently, and for whatever fucking reason, I put that on at the end of the night. So I haven't seen this in a while. It was like 2 a.m. I was high as shit. I had to shut it off. Dude,
It's
that
not the
movie
way
has
to
some
end a night.
fucking
Yeah,
scenes.
exactly.
That is a
That's
fucked up movie.
that's there's spelunking and then there's watching Poughkeepsie tapes at 2 a.m. It's right up there in questionability.
When I hate to turn this immediately into Poughkeepsie tapes, but dude, that scene where like the lady is, his pet, and she's
Hmm.
talking to the camera, and we get
Yeah,
to that
yeah.
scene where she holds her arm up and her hand's gone. And you
Yeah,
realize this whole
yeah.
time, like at some point in this torture, he cut her hand off,
Mm.
but she like is in love with him. That scene is like, dude,
We haven't done that one on this
fuck that
show
movie.
yet, so we might have you guys back on for
I
that one at
watched
some
Oh
that
point.
God.
movie
Oh
like
I
God.
saw Piper's eyes just go like, "Oh no!"
Be like,
yeah,
Dude,
that's
yeah,
watching a
yeah.
movie,
No.
Now,
that's
now
that
you
is
can
not
see
a Piper
what the
movie,
creator
No,
of
no, no,
your
no, 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 no,
favorite
no.
film really
Yeah.
gets up to.
That's so funny.
dude.
So he made that. He made Quarantine, the American remake of
Did
Wreck.
he?
The
Holy
Hmm.
shit!
That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The Devil is an Elevator movie. That's the only movie that he
Oh,
didn't
yeah, the
write.
devil. Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan wrote it and
Mhm.
he directed it. And then As Above,
Honestly,
So
that's probably
Below.
my favorite M. Night movie, though. I like
Interesting.
the Village, Devil, and of course, like was it Sixth Sense? Like, of
Oh
course,
yeah.
but
Yeah, of
I
course.
Devil, I think, as far as movies of his that I've rewatched the most, Devil is that movie.
Oh,
I
interesting.
actually
I
kind of
gotta.
like The Beach That Makes You Old, and that's the title of the film. You have to say
Yeah,
the whole. It's
old.
like a pimp named Slickback. You have to say the whole thing. It's The Beach That Makes You Old. Both the Poughkeepsie tapes and The Beach That Make You Old I watched while getting tattooed. So
That's
maybe
so
that
funny.
kind of
That's
colored some
that.
of my
Yeah,
perception there.
literally. That's
I'm
so
like, he's
funny.
cutting this lady up. What's that feel like?
Yeah, while you're getting tattooed.
Um,
So
Yeah.
we like to open the floor up to you guys if you have anything to promote. There's a lot of shit going on for you guys. I'm so excited for y'all. Like, oh my god, the fucking
Thank you
music,
so much.
dude.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Insane, man. I've seen you guys live twice now, and both times have been fucking phenomenal. I absolutely
Thank
adore
you.
your music. That's why I'm a massive fan. It's a huge honor that you guys are here today. Please, if you guys have anything, please, the floor is yours.
Thank
Well,
you.
I'm not sure. You said
Thank
this
you, dude.
probably around mid-April.
Yes.
So April 24th, we're dropping our first full-length album,
Oh my god.
which has been in the works for, God, Jonas, how long have we been working on that? Like 3 years, almost 3 years.
Yeah,
At
the
Yeah.
first
least.
song was written in December of 22.
Yeah.
The second in March of 23. It's
Yeah.
been done for almost like about a year now.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was,
Wow.
Mm.
yeah.
We've just been waiting. We've been waiting. So hopefully, um, I don't know, whoever's listening to this, hopefully it'll be out soon by the time this comes
Please
out.
go listen to them
And then
regardless.
yeah. If
God.
not, we'll have most of the album's gonna be out in singles anyways by the time the full length comes out. Which is just like how you gotta drop an album or
yeah,
else.
yep,
That's all they tell me is or else.
Yeah.
yep. I'm sure Sideshow told you we both make music, but we feel your pain.
It's brutal. It's
Mm.
really hard to,
It's
keep
rough
up
out
with
here,
the
Really
man.
is.
algorithm, content,
We just want to
playlists.
make an experience, and they're just like, I'll have a snack, please.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Hmm.
No, but you
Exactly.
guys are fucking killing it with the visuals and the songs, dude. Like it is insane. Like
Thank you.
I need to say it again on a mic. Your music makes me feel like I did when I was listening to bands like Shai Hulud and like grind any like grindy and crust bands when I was listening to when I was like 14, 15, dude. So like
Mm.
taking me back to my youth with your music is fucking amazing. So thank you guys so much for that.
That is such an
Genuinely.
honor.
Oh yeah.
Thank
That's
you.
crazy.
Thank you, man.
Genuinely, man. Like
and-
that's what I'm
and-
saying. Like when I heard that the song was called "Can We Watch Something Happy Now," I was like, I just love the song title, and I'm like, oh wait, it's from a fucking Skinamarink reference. Oh my god.
Dude, we all saw that movie in theaters together.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude, we did too. We did too.
We
It
were
was
like
one
in
of-
a row of
Yeah.
like there was like fucking
We
9
were in the
people with
front
us.
row.
We were in the front row, 9 people like taking up the whole row at the movie theater, and then
yeah.
we walk out of the theater and we're just like nonverbal. We're just like,
Yeah,
what the
dude.
fuck?
Oh
That was
my
so
God.
fucked up.
We like started holding court between like half of the rows after we were done. Like and mind
Yeah,
you,
that was-
I was as high, if not higher, than I was for this recording. Like
Yeah.
I was fucking locked
We-
in. I was
we-
like, oh my god.
we just started going. So obviously the dad was abusive, right? And there was sort of like a journey through hell going on, and like the cyclical, and then people turn around and were like, "Is that what that was about?"
Yeah.
Isn't the thing that the kid was in a coma, and as the movie plays out, it's him passing over.
Yeah.
So as the
It's-
movie plays
it's-
out, the doors and windows disappear, and eventually,
So, dude, yeah. I mean, yeah, we did. I'm sorry we didn't have you guys on for that early on, but we did that episode early on. Dude, we absolutely adore that movie. That's why, like, when I heard that you guys did something literally inspired by that, I was like, that's so fucking sick, dude. But yeah, that one holds a
Yeah.
special place
And
in
it's a
my
very
heart.
good song.
Exactly, dude.
Thank
It's
you.
fucking bangers, bro. Bangers on bangers. Over there. Like, it's so good. But yes, please go listen to Roman Candle. I guarantee you it's the best decision you'll make all day. I did the notes this week, so you take us out, Skep.
Okay, so thank you for listening. Please give us a 5-star review on your podcatcher of choice. It helps us out a lot. If you want to support us and find us elsewhere, you can find us on Instagram at the Devil's Work Pod, TikTok at the Devil's Work Podcast, Facebook, the Devil's Work Podcast. And if there's an interpretation we may have missed, if you are that one Dante's Inferno scholar out there that's been listening, waiting for your chance, you can reach out to us directly at the Devil's Work Podcast at gmail.com. Legend says once in a while, PsydeShow and I play and stream some video games. We're talking about streaming some movies soon. I mean, that would be a lot of fun. I know that's a lot of time commitment to ask of you guys, but if you ever wanted to,
Just come
open
watch a
invite.
movie
We
with
could
us,
watch a
man.
movie together.
That's honestly that's what I thought we were gonna do today.
Oh yeah, we totally
I
can't
thought we
know
were just gonna watch the whole movie together, and I was so down for it.
Yes,
We
kinda
watched,
did.
we watched
Yeah.
movies how they did in the 1500s. This was the original movie.
So good.
And then just fantastic CGI, real Michael Bay shit. They're like, what is that?
What is that?
Um,
Oh, and yeah, you guys, where can they find you guys? Please, I want you guys to give your socials, everything.
Yeah, we're at Roman Candle X on everything. We are not straight edge. At Roman Candle wasn't available, so we're at Roman Candle. I say I'm literally drinking a Topo Chico right now.
That's so good.
I feel like given your name, you have to read it Roman Candle 10.
There you go.
You're the 10th band called Roman Candle. Probably. That's probably real.
Best one though. Best one.
Mm.
All right, so
The
what-
reboot. After 9
what
or
are-
10, you reboot.
What are we what are we getting next week, Skip?
Oh boy, I've been thinking about this the whole time, and I still didn't come up with an answer.
Damn.
I've been between a couple things. I was kind of thinking about Let the Right One In. That's one we still
man.
haven't done yet.
Bro.
There's always Pontypool, which is a lot of fun.
I have-
I feel
yeah,
like
look-
I feel like any movie,
What the
any
fuck?
movie I say, Jonas is gonna pop
Those,
to.
those
Jonas.
two, first off, my favorite vampire movie ever.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the
best one. It's
probably
amazing.
the
that and Nosferatu are, in terms of like, damn near tied in my
Yeah,
heart.
we're really
Dude. Great movies.
good.
Let me ask you this, Jonas, because if I did this one, this would be a movie I haven't seen. Have you seen Boxing Helena?
Oh
No.
yeah, that one's fun. That
Oh,
one's fun. It's
man.
a weird, it's a fucking weird one, but it's really good. It's
It's
really good, yeah.
All right, we're doing it then.
We can do that one. Yeah, I was gonna say that's a really
we're gonna do
it's a really
Boxing
fun one.
Helena, a movie
Hell
about
yeah.
a woman's limbs being removed so she can fit in a box.
Oh,
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, and it's kind of like a dark comedy too. Like it's not like super like the tone is so strange in that movie. Very wild movie, but very good
Let's
one.
hope I don't end up hating my own pick. But I heard about this movie a little while ago, and I was like, that sounds extremely on brand.
Yeah. So we will absolutely have you guys back on anytime you guys would like. You guys are
Awesome.
open door policy.
I feel like Jonas specifically can pretty much just be like, "What are you guys watching? I love it."
Yeah, exactly.
The other one I was thinking of was 10 Cloverfield Lane.
great movie.
Yeah, dude. That's such a fun one. Well,
I will say, I think it's my favorite Cloverfield. I didn't even give a shit about the other ones, if I'm being honest.
that's fair.
But
It's
10
I'm with
Cloverfield
that,
Lane was really
actually.
good.
It's the best
We're on
one.
the same page, my joint ripping friend.
All right, thank you guys so much for being here. We gotta get out of here. I cannot say this means so much to me. Thank you guys, genuinely, man. Appreciate
so much
you
for
guys.
Thank you.
Thank
for
you,
having us.
guys.
Go listen
Some
to
of us
Roman
gotta
Candle.
work for a living and get up tomorrow.
Go listen to Roman Candle. I don't know why you're still listening to this podcast, but if you are, thank you so much. Love you guys. Have a great night. You guys again find us next week. Listen, all that, socials, all that. And I don't know, man, don't drag your friends to hell. Like just be chill about that, man. Don't do that. That's fucked up.
Or else.
What are you, Sam Raimi?
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Take care. Have a good one. Peace.
When it comes to Hellmouths and Roman candles, point the opening away from friends.
Bars.
Yeah.
Bye.
Last bars of the night.